We've got together to talk about what's happening with the coronavirus, and the aim of this short conversation is to give you an update so that you know exactly where we're headed at the moment and what we're thinking. I would also say, bear in mind that we feel that things are going to change fairly quickly, but this is the update as things we understand right now. Because I've asked you to come here so that we could have a talk about the coronavirus and how it's going to affect the students, and really to answer your questions. So if you have any questions, I'd be really happy to answer those.
Yep, Mr. Crawley, what does the future look like with the coronavirus?
Lovely question, and the only answer is we don't exactly know. We're getting updates from Health Department, from Education Department, but to be absolutely frank, things are changing by the hour. We had a meeting this morning of the senior leadership team of the school, and as we walked out of that, we picked up news bulletins and information from other schools and other authorities that immediately changed some of the decisions we were making. So,
what will be happening in terms of sport and music extracurricular activities?
At the moment, we're planning that we'll run the academic program and the pastoral care program, but we're not looking at any of the extras, because most of the extras involve activities that bring us into offence as far as the government's concerned, in large groups gathering or too close interactions. So at the moment we feel the only thing we can do responsibly is to cancel those activities and just run the bare minimum programs. The sadness of all that is it takes a lot of the fun away, but at the moment we're looking for solutions. Some of them quite creative.
Our exams and our ATARs in the long run?
It probably will affect it, and at the moment we absolutely don't know the full story. What I would say to you is I would not worry about it at all, because let's say it affects the exams and even the exam block next week that's there, which I'd have to say is highly likely that there will be some impact. But if that's the case, then other solutions will be found. The whole notion of how your ATARs are formed, I think you would have to say is a very fluid issue, that if the authorities don't have all of your assessments completed by the end of the year, they will work on whatever assessments they have. I think creative minds will be put to work, because one thing I'm absolutely certain of is the universities want to see you next year, or the TAFEs want to see you next year.
I hope so.
Whether it's early entry programs, it's references from schools, it's information about assessments that have been taken to date. I think all of those are possibilities. So I think the obvious thing to say to you, and is the truth, is just stay very calm, stay very relaxed, and if exams are cancelled, well, they're cancelled.
You've heard about the I Love Glennie schooling. What's that program looking like?
That, of course, is our branding we're putting on the virtual learning program from the school. We're going to concentrate on giving you the academic programs that you need, but we're also looking at ways of sending you gentle little reminders for your well-being, little clips for things to think about, even if it's as simple as something you might go and cook at home to give you a bit of relaxation. We really are thinking of ways to not just send you work, but also send you ways of connecting. We have been trying out in a number of classes today the Hangouts, and I understand they've gone quite well. A number of classes have said they're actually quite successful. But we're also going to be sending everything from readings. We'll be able to collect assessment exercises, we'll be able to make comments, we'll be able to send teachers giving essentially the bulk of the lesson. We know that some boarding families will have some difficulties associated with downloads, so that's why we've tried to say to the staff, let's not do too much of the live teaching, because to get every student and every teacher on live is really going to drain most families, even in the cities, data plans. We expect in the home setting things will go wrong. Other than that, I think we can sustain quite a long period of learning at home. The sadness of all this, frankly, is we're going to miss you, and you're going to miss us, believe it or not, and it really will be a disappointment, because one of the reasons you come to school is because of the personalities and the people and the interaction with your friends. I mean, we will all do the very best for you as to what is dished up to us. So I guess that's the best update I can give. So from a parental point of view, a lot of planning has been taking place. A lot of thought has gone into the nature of the programs. A lot of thought has gone into how we deliver. But inevitably, there's going to need to be a lot of conversation at home about how to manage these issues. And we hope that as parents and as members of our school community, you'll feel absolutely open to come to us and tell us how things are going, what you think would be a good idea, what you believe might be necessary to make things even more successful, that you'll be in constant contact with us. We hope that if the school does close down, you won't just send your work back, but you'll send back some of the funny bloopers that have been happening at home. We also want to share with you some of the personal things that are taking place between your friends. It's the I Love Glennie schooling is not just about the hard worksheets that you're going to be sent. It's also about staying in touch with the personal contacts. Okay, so that's about it. Stay in touch. Thank you.